Hello everyone, I'm Cash and Coffee and welcome to my YouTube channel and my first video. Here I hope you come along with me on this money saving journey of planned saving and planned spending. I love stuffing envelopes with cash. The sight and feel of cash in your hand cannot compare to seeing the numbers on the screen when you're looking at the bank. That could change if the numbers on the screen start getting a little bit bigger. We'll see how I feel later. I'm trying to start here with the bare basics, getting all the money I can find in the house, and it's not much, grabbing the kids' piggy banks, our random money jars, and the change in the couch and laundry, and my mini bags that I use as purses. By purses, I mean fanny packs, and I love my fanny packs. I don't care what anybody says. I don't even know if they're called fanny packs anymore, but I love them. You can start saving today with me if you want. You'll need whatever money you currently have on hand, pen and paper, envelopes if you got them, or rubber bands to hold together the money, or sandwich baggies. You could use the sandwich baggies for the dollar bills or the coins. I used to keep coins in sandwich baggies all the time. Don't buy a fancy folder just to start your journey. Trust me, I want one of those really bad. It's a goal that maybe if I make some money with YouTube, I can treat myself to a fancy folder. I realize that they're not that much money. However, I'm pinching every penny for a bit until I can justify spending more money on myself. For now, I'm sticking with these envelopes, which I have right here. If you don't have a single thing in your house and have to get something, check the dollar store first. Don't spend so much money to get started saving money. Basically today, I'm just going to count up what I have right now to see where I'm starting this year off with so that I can compare it later. And even before you go to the dollar store to look around, I mean, if you have Tupperware that you're not using, Tupperware, what do you want to call them? Food containers, storage containers. Not necessarily Tupperware. Who has Tupperware still? Is that a thing anymore? Anyway, you can put your money into one of those, or you saw earlier I had a big old empty pretzel jug full of this change. Use what you have. You will see my stuff all has similar branding using my Bitmoji icon. Not sponsored. I think you're supposed to say that when you name drop. I'm not really sure. But anyway, so here's my Bitmoji on the envelopes. And I've pretty much used it for everything that I'm doing. I know I already showed you the envelopes, but I just really love the Bitmoji so much. I thought it was so cool. I'll show this to you real quick too. I made these for a $1,000 slip. I'm really proud of this. I don't think I'm going to be using this month. Who knows? Things could change. But I look forward to adding this to one of my envelopes when I get there. Anyways, you don't need all of this either to start. This was just my fun way of to get going. I love graphics and making them, so you can use different things like colored pencils, markers, stickers, whatever to decorate your envelopes, whatever you are using. Anything you have on hand, use it. Just start now. That's my biggest tip right now. I haven't had a paycheck yet for January, as we only get paid on the 15th and the 30th, and by we, I mean my husband, and it's the only paycheck coming in as I am a stay-at-home mom. Yes, it's our money, but I always remind him it's because of him that we are fortunate for the things that we have, including the debt that got us here. The wedding, the degree, the houses, the kids, the adventures. Hey, Disney! I won't lie, I do feel some guilt that I don't contribute financially, but I have friends that tell me, because they're so nice, that I do, because we don't pay for daycare or a nanny. So if that's the way you view it, I suppose, silver lining, right? By the way, like and subscribe down below if you enjoy this video. Alright, let's get started. Let's see where we end up today. I pulled out some money a little bit here. This is, I guess, a little wristlet. It's not very little on camera. But anyway, this is like the only actual purse thing I'll use. I don't really use it that often, but I found some money in there, so that's great. That was a nice bonus. And actually, I think this money is left over from a lottery ticket that my dad gave me for Christmas. He gave it to me because he thought it was a $5 winner. And I turned it in, and the lady said, "Oh, you won $100." And I was like, "Hey, Dad, you want this back?" But he told me to keep it, and that was really awesome because it really helped. I love the sound and satisfaction of counting cash. It can be all kinds of emotions. I know I've been depressed about it, but this time I'm going to be optimistic that I can do this cash envelope system this year. I had done it in the past. However, when COVID hit, it seemed like nobody wanted to take my cash, so we did digital again, which it is possible, but I'm a tangible and visual person, so having it on hand and doing the motions of organizing money helps my brain protect it more. That may not make sense to you, but it does to me. While I start counting, comment down below what your favorite coffee flavor is. I'm definitely not a coffee pro, snob, connoisseur, whatever you want to label it. There could be other words for it, I'm not sure. I just know that I want it when I need it. So here we go. Like I said, this was leftover money. So I'm going to stick it here in my coffee mug, which I will put these in envelopes later. I have a different plan for those. Next up, this was one of my first envelope things. It's just a card index filer type of thing. Is that what you want to call it? I did really well with this, and I loved carrying it around. But I really wanted to stick with my paper envelopes, especially because I added more categories than what's available in here. There was another reason, but I can't even remember why. But I do know I have some gymnastics money in here that I need to pull out for my daughter. So let's see, let me find my gymnastics folder. All right. So gymnastics isn't a monthly bill for me, so it doesn't go into that category of me spending on it monthly. It's like a every 2 or 3 months type of deal. So I pay them cash. They still take cash. So I just continually fund this, as it's not like every month on a certain day. Now my son, he has extracurricular too, but his is a monthly bill, so I count it as just a regular bill. So for now, I'm just going to write down on a notepad what my totals are for things, and I think I am going to make little slips for each envelope. I just didn't get to that yet, to keep track of the amounts in there when I add it and when I take it out. Okay, for gymnastics, we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 80. 280, which is not a lot for gymnastics, but since COVID hit, we've got some money left over from this. It was supposed to be used up by now, so I'm thankful that I do still have this, because it gives me a head up on this year, restarting the year with gymnastics. Okay, so this one's done. Now I have all this change I am going to get to. let's count up this change. I'm gonna start with the quarters. I was able to do a $10 roll, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 19, 25 in quarters. And then I also had a $1 silver coin. And I am recording this on my piece of paper over here, and I'm going to transfer this onto different paper that I'm going to stuff in the envelopes that I forgot about. So I will show you what that is when I do that part. For now, I'm just going to use this paper. Next up are dimes. So dimes, I know you can't see it on the screen here, but I got 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 10. And I need to free up space. So what I'm going to be using for my coins to keep them organized is this container here. This is just a card organizer that I've used for many different things over the years. So for now, I'm just going to use it for my coins. I'm not exactly sure what my goal is with the coins before I turn them in. I'm still trying to figure that part out. I'm sure many of you out there have way more coins than I had, and if you have to roll them, I'm so sorry. I'm so glad that I started with rolling them now instead of waiting to the end of the year to see how much I had left. Okay, so next up are the nickels. I have a $2 roll, and then I have 1.25, so 3.25 altogether. And I have more pennies than nickels right now, so I'm just gonna set this in the smaller one for now. It drives me insane when my money is not like in sequential order, but for the space, this is just what I'm gonna do. Now I already counted this pile and it was 37, so let's see how many I have rolled here. And this, I ran out of paper, so I'm using a little baggie. Got $1, $2, $3, $3.50, and I had 37 cents, so $3.87 in pennies. And that's pretty heavy already. I'm going to use my calculator, which I forgot to say that you needed. So use whatever calculator you have. Don't buy a new one if you don't need. You can use your phone calculator. I don't know how often I will use this one because I like the big Texas Instrument ones, so I can like see my math out. But this is okay for now. So we're gonna add up all the coins. 19, 25. $3.25. Sorry for the pause. I couldn't read my handwriting. That's not good. 17, 10, 387. That's 43.47 in coins. All right. All right, let's move on to actually stuffing some envelopes. So I had that leftover money, and what I'm going to do is use that in the envelope for savings that have that will be from leftover envelopes. as we get going. And then I'm going to attempt the $5 challenge, where if you have $5 left over from any envelopes, you'll put the $5 bills in here and see where you end up. And then you'll see I also have ones, which I'm going to set aside for my kids. I got that idea from, I think it's Pink Budget's channel. I know some other people also put aside money for their kids, but I thought how cute, like, to just give them ones, because little kids, $1 bills make them happy. Really, my kids like all kinds of money, but even like just to give them this extra bonus instead of coins, like, is so much fun for them. So I'm going to go ahead and put that aside for them because we didn't count their money yet. We have 20 going into the savings. And then 5 going into the $5 challenge. I'm not going to keep track of this one. I will count this all at the end to have it be like a big surprise. Okay. Now I have my kids' piggy banks. So there's not an even amount of ones. I'm just going to take 3 and put them into one, and then put 2 into the other, and I'll just have to even it out later. I try to keep it even. I don't want it to be like I'm playing favorites with anyone. So next up, I'm going to see where my kids are at for their envelopes and start stuffing those. Okay, on to the kids' savings. I'm going to start with Jay's savings, just because I grabbed hers first. I'm not putting any of our names on things just for a little bit of privacy, because I am still a little bit nervous about going on to social media. I don't have anything else for social media, just this YouTube now, I guess. So let's see what she had in her piggy bank. This is money from like grandparents or birthdays, Christmas kind of leftovers, but mostly just like random cards that my mom, she'll send like $1 in the mail randomly. So starting out, has 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Okay, now we're going to move on to C's savings. Now I didn't count their coins yet. I might do that separately, like off camera, and maybe make note of it to you guys later. I'm not sure yet for now. Alright, so I know C has more because a birthday just passed. So we have 20, 40, 5, 50, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 61. Alright, put that in here. Now you'll see that these envelopes are super bulky with the money in them, especially because these were crinkled up dollars. I'm not worrying about that right now because I'm not taking any of these into my purse or anything like that to worry about them getting bent up. For now, I mean, I'm going to try and flatten these out a little bit. But as I get more money in from the bank, it shouldn't be a problem. Plus, any money that I spend, such as gas or groceries, I don't usually take these with me into the store. If I know that I'm going to get groceries, I will pull money out of here first. That way I'm only limited to what I have. I don't have any other envelopes with me to pull from. This really helps keep me disciplined and on track. And it keeps my envelopes also in good shape. So that may be it for today's video. Again, comment down below what is your favorite coffee. Like and subscribe if you liked this video or want to see more from my channel. Coming up this week, I will have the first paycheck of the month for January, and then I'm also going to do a stuffing the stimulus check video. I'm waiting for the first paycheck to come in just to make sure we have everything covered, because January's first paycheck is usually smaller because my husband is off for a couple weeks at the end of the year just because of his job, where we still get paid, but it's not the usual amount that we are used to. So gonna make sure that that paycheck is covered, then we'll figure out what we have for stimulus. So yes, until next time, see ya!